Alright guys, welcome back. This time on a Street 500. Now there's a guy with me today, so can't do anything too crazy. But yeah, this is weird for me. Freaking cruiser style. Really strange. You feel like the biggest badass ever though on this. So cool. But yeah, really weird. Really weird. It's got a pipe on it, this one, so it's pretty loud. But yeah, really interesting bike to ride. Never ridden a cruiser, so definitely different bike. So yeah, this is a Street 500 from Harley. They only make one, obviously, Lamb's bike, and this is it. I've always wanted a Harley, but yeah, the seating position is weird, really weird. But yeah, feel crazy on this. I almost feel like I want my legs to be like a little bit more forward than they are. But yeah, it's pretty comfy. I mean, haven't got any sort of, you know, cramps or anything in my legs. I'm 5'9", so it's yeah, very comfy. But yeah, very weird seating position. I just can't get over how weird it feels with your legs this far forward. But yeah, it feels really cool bike to ride. Really cool. Good power too. Feels sounds fantastic. Love the way it sounds. Sounds so cool. It's really comfy. Really comfy. Arms don't feel too far away from the bars, which is good. I'd probably go a flat bar if I was to get this bike, just to make it a little bit lower seating position, a little bit more sort of crouched over. Yeah, really like this. Really like it. Yeah, that seating position is just so weird. So strange. Oh, the handling is really weird too to get used to. Oh, sounds so good. Sounds amazing. I love it. Yeah, the handling's really weird to get used to, but other than that, it's a great little bike. It's so crazy turning into a corner with this bike. Good gearbox too, goes through the gears nicely. Yeah, not heaps of power, but plenty of torque to keep you up and about. Good visibility too, I can see everything around me, mirrors are good. But yeah, it's really comfy, feels quite, surprisingly feels quite light. Yeah, side to side, doesn't feel too heavy. But yeah, it's just the seating like position actually feels quite comfortable. Just the legs feel really awkward to me, but might be just me, I don't know. I think if you were taller, you'd almost want your legs to be further forward. But for me, it just feels weird not putting them back. But yeah, really nice bike, surprisingly actually. It sounds great with a pipe. Have to have a pipe on this bike. Gear change is great. But yeah, it feels really light, really easy to move around. Really comfortable. The seat almost feels like you're like sitting in a lounge chair. Really nice. Yeah, just something really different, really, for me. Anyways, I'm used to sport bikes, and this position is just yeah, really different. But I really like it. I definitely would want a Harley one day in the garage. Probably not as a sort of only bike, but definitely as a second bike to cruise around on. I think it's fantastic fun. You know, you could do a long ride on this, no problem at all. Yeah, there's heaps of traffic today, guys, so sorry it's a little bit boring. And I've got someone on the test ride with me, so can't go venturing too far. Yeah, and the wind noise, I'm going 80 kilometers an hour. The wind's pretty good. Doesn't feel too bad at all. But yeah, really cool bike, really comfortable. It soaks up the bumps really well. The suspension feels really good. Could do with a little bit more power, I guess. In the high, like I'm in like third or fourth now. There's not much there, but yeah, I mean, for your first sort of cruiser and your first Harley, what a great bike. Fantastic little bike. Oh, little crackle. You probably didn't hear that on the camera, but definitely got enough power. Love the exhaust on this, sounds fantastic. Little cracks and pops on the overrun. Oh, really cool bike. Really impressed with this. I didn't think I'd like this bike that much, but really good little bike. Even at low revs, I think I'm in third gear, like, doesn't struggle at all, you know, pretty good. Really nice bike. I really want one of these now, far out. feel like such a badass on this bike. I can't get over it. Like, it is the way you sit, like sitting back, the sound it makes, front, you know, your feet forward. Feel like the biggest boss on this bike. I love it. It's just so comfortable. It's a really nice bike to ride. I'd love to try one of the like a 48. I've always been a massive fan of the Harley Davidson 48 for many years. It's definitely on my list to ride and to own one day. But yeah, it's yeah, and it's quite a revvy little bike actually. For a 500, it feels bigger than a 500. It feels like a 600. Yeah, obviously it is quite a heavy bike, but it's a substantial bike between your legs as well. But the power feels definitely more like a 600, being a V-twin. Really good power delivery. First, you know, first 3 gears are good. Yeah, definitely enough power. More than enough. For a cruiser, more than enough. At the end of the day, you don't want to be going that quick on this. It's just something you can be nice and relaxed on. Second gear's nice. Really nice. Really nice. Handles, moves well. For a big bike, moves really well. Yep, gets up to speed nicely. This is all you'd need for your first big cruiser. This is great. I highly recommend this bike.